You're going to take her now. Hostile, ma'am. Don't be hostile, honey. Okay. Relax, okay? Try to relax.
Okay. Does she have a drinking problem?
No.
She's going to have to go with us.
I will go. Can I go?
You can drive behind us, but you can't drive in the car with her.
Yeah. But it doesn't take much if you get off the road. So it should be. Hold it, honey.
Ma'am, answer his questions, okay?
Yeah.
And they'll open the door.
Is this really an arrest?
Yeah, this is an arrest.
Are you okay?
He's okay. He's doing
I'm
fine.
looking for your license.
No,
He's
we
doing
don't
fine.
need him to do anything.
Karen, hold it. I'm looking for your license. Anything that we could do to? Is there different levels of it?
No, we're not separated.
Yeah,
this is my husband.
There's some bar fonts there.
Great.
Yes, it's Geico.
You just touched me with that thing.
What do you need to know, sir?
Let me answer his questions.
No, I am the person that was driving.
Okay, you were the...
All right.
Okay.
They drove me off the road, though.
Who drove you? Us. The people, somebody?
Yes.
Where are you driving from?
Why are you interviewing me?
Because you were in an accident and you appear to be impaired.
Well, I'm not. No, I appear, but I'm not.
That's right. That's why I'm asking questions.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, no, ma'am. You're not free to leave.
Honey.
You are not free to leave.
You can't go until we answer some questions.
You answer the question.
I'll answer.
Don't touch me.
All right, don't go anywhere then.
Don't touch me.
Karen, please.
Don't touch me.
Where's she coming from?
Okay. She was visiting a friend. I guess was it David called,
All right, that was Karen Huger. This is a tale of two real housewives. Maybe both of these women will be former real housewives. We'll see how it happens. Anyway, I'm ordering body cam videos up the wazoo. So I thought, why not put both of these real housewives body cam videos inside of one video? So you just saw Karen Huger. She's with the Real Housewives of Potomac, and it's a pretty gross video. So I paid like $200 basically for all these videos and 911 calls you're about to watch. So I thought, okay, let me just put it in one video. Now that was just a snippet of Karen Huger's body cam video. You can see her gross puke-filled Gucci purse that her husband Ray, poor Ray, he's standing there trying to defend her. He's claiming she's not an alcoholic. Now on the flip side, we're going to watch next Kim Zolciak again. Remember the last body cam video I put up? I titled it "The Last Body Cam?" ? Well, I should have known it wouldn't be the last one. Even though this one, it's just the officer in his car responding to her 911 call. So of course it's Christmas Day, 2024. I think Kim is lonely. I think she needs a therapist to talk to, or more girlfriends. She's bending his ear about her husband's ex-husband, almost ex-husband, his latest antics.
Okay, so Kim, I need you to break it down for me. What medications were taken?
So she's talking to him about Croy Bierman allegedly stealing her medication from the fridge. What's ironic is both of these real housewives are probably on semaglutide. Well, Karen admitted she was on semaglutide. Kim has never admitted that I can find being on semaglutide, but you do keep it in the fridge. If you have the kind like I used to take last year, if you guys followed my journey with that, the injectable kind stays in the fridge. So first, Karen, if you want to go watch the rest of her body cam video, I've linked to it below. It's on my Plunder body cam videos channel. But you'll see the cops talking about Karen from the beginning. They're like, oh, she's a real housewife. And the other cop is explaining, yeah, a reality TV show. And the cop's like, oh, okay. He said, I haven't spoken to her yet. Apparently, she's quite the prize. And then there's that barf-filled purse that Ray is carrying around. And Karen keeps wanting to leave. And the officer is telling her, you are not free to leave. They're searching and searching for the driver's license. They're trying to get their story together. Karen is like, don't touch me, don't touch me. Ray is trying to say, look, you can't leave. You're not going to be able to get out of this one, Karen. You can't escape this. But Ray is telling her at the end, don't say anything, don't be hostile, try to relax. Karen goes off to jail that night, and the cop tells Ray, her husband, that Maserati is probably total. Now, if you watch the show, you'll know she's gotten a new car since then, I believe, but what's going to happen to it if she has to spend some time in jail? So she was going to be released that same night. She was going downtown. Ray said, no, she doesn't have a drinking problem. He was trying to wrap his head around it. Is this really an arrest? Ray was asking. Anything we could do? He's not out and out trying to bribe the cops, but he's asking, look, what can we do here? The officer's like, no, she's hammered. And he's trying to say, no, well, she was standing up, she was walking, she wasn't falling down. No, I know he's trying to defend his wife and protect her, but this time, no. And we still don't get a clear answer of where she was coming from. She was coming from her friend's house, but Ray said something about, oh, David gave me a call. So I don't know who David is. I don't know where Karen was, but she's going to have to face the music. Her sentencing hearing was pushed back. She keeps trying to blame it on rehab. I mean, I really hope she is in rehab, but accordingly, reportedly, according to Love B. Scott, Karen fired her lawyers after her DUI case resulted in a guilty verdict, and she's asking to delay the sentencing for rehab. And I'm like, I bet she did. Her sentencing was pushed to February 26, 2025. So she has about another month, but I don't know how much time she'll get. Hopefully she'll get it straight, be safe. I hope she's truly learned her lesson about driving impaired. Now, on to Kim Zolciak's body cam videos. This time, you're going to hear, I will play them all in full. So Karen's, this video was $50 from Montgomery County. Now, I might end up buying more body cam because that was stuff I had never seen. Previously, there was just snippets released. And so that gave us more of a perspective. I like to see the full body cam. I want to see everything that happened. And so I might end up doing more. Now, Kim's body cam videos and 911 calls with Georgia police, that was like $142, even though we don't get to see Kim on screen. Well, Kim is going to diss the police. She's going to say the police department in general has been very disappointing. She's going to claim that Croy threw her off a ladder. Remember, we just watched those body cam videos previously. If you haven't, check all the playlists below. You'll find a ton of them. It's really sad. Well, this time it was Christmas Day.
I hate that I'm even dealing with this shit. Like, this is crazy. Okay. Status. You know what? Just call my Dexter.
And she's calling the non-emergency line, and again, she says it's embarrassing and all that stuff, but she's blaming Croy for stealing her medication. And I thought, okay, if Croy really did take all this medicine out the fridge, she says he had to like break in there. She must have had a lock on her fridge or something. Why would he steal her medication unless he's selling that too? So it was Christmas Day, and you're going to hear this officer who's working. She's going to wish him a Merry Christmas and everything. We can only hear their voices. First, you'll hear the 911 call Kim makes, like she's talking to old friends or something. You know, she's so used to calling. She's calling. She's like, what can I do? My attorney told me to file a police report.
He's not supposed to be in my nanny's area. I have a court order for that, and he is. And I'm just, at this point, it's so bad and so out of control that, like, I have to do something.
So Kim is saying, look, I've had all these medications stolen by my husband, and they do redact the type of medication, but it seems like it takes her a while to get to it. She just wants to talk to someone. The full call, the second full call when the officer called her back was like 22 minutes long, but I cut out a lot of the dead space or the redacted space because Kim just rambles and rambles. She's saying Croy stole all her medication. Something we did learn, though, is Kim is still blaming Croy. She's saying, oh, he threw me off the ladder that time, but I did want to show you guys my injuries. They weren't the scars. She's saying she did some type of TV show or something where she had surgery, and she must have had it on her arms. Part of me is thinking it was like skin removal surgery, perhaps. Maybe she'll debut it, whatever TV show she's talking about. When you lose weight and have saggy skin, and maybe she got, like, you know, the skin removed, and last time she was wearing like the tight black top. Maybe it was like she claimed she had just had surgery a week or two before or what have you, and she hadn't told her kids and all that. She claims that's why she didn't want to show herself on the body cam video. This time she called and she's saying, Croy stole my meds. She's missing prescriptions for a milliliter of something that's like $524.50, a quarter milliliter of something that's the same amount, something else that's $450. So she keeps calling it her apartment. Now, as of Christmas Day, she still lived in this house here. I thought they had both moved. Croy has his own house. Kim is telling this officer at the end, when you listen, she's saying, okay, she still lives in this house, but she has another house in Alpharetta. She was, of course, being very squirrely. She didn't really want to tell him, but she was saying, I have another place in Alpharetta. So I don't know why she's still at this house. I mean, I wouldn't blame her. She probably has a lot of great memories in this home and doesn't quite want to leave, but she has access to her nanny suite, her apartment, her refrigerator. She said only her kids had access, but she believed Croy came inside, picked the locks on the fridge where she kept her medicine, and stole it. So what you're going to see is first you'll hear Kim's 911 call, non-emergency line call, talk. Then you'll hear the officer call her back, I guess around 8:30 that night or whatever, talk. Then the last 911 call, I thought it would be Kim or Croy or someone. No, it's the guard at the manor, because once again, their dog, she calls it a Rottweiler, but he's not. He's a Cane Corso. Some people say Cane Corso. Anyway, Cane Corso, huge dog, 150 pounds they call him. He's outside wandering, scaring the neighborhood again. That's not the first time their dog has gotten out. That dog is very intimidating. I don't understand why she can't keep control of her dog. I mean, I know dogs get out, but this seems excessive, like just messy. So listen to all of that and then we'll come back and close it out.
Alpharetta Milton Police and Fire.
I have a question for you. I'm not sure really how to handle this, but you guys have been here quite a bit. Kim Zolciak, I know at 3140 Manbridge Drive, but I just got back in town from LA and I've had a lot of items stolen from this house. And one thing I just realized was my medicine that I have to have daily. My soon-to-be ex-husband has taken from my refrigerator. There's so many items that have been stolen since I've been gone, so I'm not sure how to handle this. I know it's Christmas Day. I'm just realizing today I've realized all of this stuff has been stolen, basically from the house. So what is the recommendation? Should I stop in tomorrow to the police station to file a report, or what is your
Give me one
recommendation?
minute.
Sure.
So you do have two options. One, you can either do a report over the phone, or you
That would be great.
Okay. What's going to be
I would love that. 3140 Manor Bridge Drive.
Okay. What's the phone number you're calling from in case we get disconnected? Okay. And then what is your name? Okay, and then tell me exactly what happened.
Well, I mean, this has gone on for a while. And the police actually came to my house last weekend. I left on Monday a week and a half ago to go to LA and film. And I had my moving company here on Sunday, and the police came, this one guy in particular, and he made the moving company leave. And I said, sir, I have a court order for my stuff to be removed. And he proceeded to talk to and that they could only come back if they gave has the list. Long story short, I left to LA Monday morning. I came back. My golf cart's gone. All my dressers are gone. My medicine out of my fridge is important. I take it every single day, and it's very expensive. That's out of that's gone. Televisions are gone. Furniture is gone. Things that are not allowed to be taken. And so he did this back in the beginning of November when I went to go work in LA as well and film a show. I came home to boxing paint, just frivolous things, but it all adds up at this point. And I have a huge list of all the items that he has stolen from his property. It's at the point now where I just picked up medicine from CVS, $900 worth of medicine in my fridge. I go to take it today, it's gone. It's just it's every single day. I mean, this started with stealing all my jewelry, a year and a half ago and selling it, stealing all my purses, most of my purses, things like this. But now it's at the point now it's like impacting my health. It's Christmas Day. I need my medicine, and he took it. I don't, I told him, I just texted him, like, taking my medicine, and when I need it is disgusting. Do not come back here because I'm going to press charges. Like, this is just, he's not supposed to be in my nanny's area. I have a court order for that, and he is. And I'm just, at this point, it's so bad and so out of control that, like, I have to do something. And this is, like, embarrassing and so stupid to explain, but this goes down to, like, over probably close to $500,000 worth of stuff that's been stolen at this point. We're in the middle of a divorce, and we have a court order that we're not allowed to remove anything from this property that's not premarital, and I'm the only one that had anything premarital in this home. I get it's a civil matter, but it's not a civil matter because this guy, the police officer last weekend, told of what we've removed before they can ever come back. And I said, sir, like, I'm getting my stuff out. I'm leaving tomorrow for a week. Well, exactly what I thought was going to happen did happen, and I'm left with, like, when I got home, I had no bedroom furniture, I had no bed, no dressers, no television. He cleaned out my whole name suite, for example.
Okay. Give me one
I mean, the guy threw me off a ladder, coerced my daughter, recording next morning of her saying that she lied, and the police said, well, we have conflicting stories basically between me and a 10-year-old, so they didn't arrest Corey when he threw me off a ladder. Like, none of this, the stuff that's gone on in his house and with the police department in general has been very disappointing. At this point, though, this is like, I need my medicine, medically necessary. I've dealt with this in the past with the police, him locking himself in the room with my medicine. They've had to beg for it back, that sort of thing. We've eventually gotten it back, but now it's gone. And at this point, it's just gotten thicker and thicker and thicker, and there's got to be a report of this.
I understand, ma'am. Just some instructions before the officer gives you a call. Do not disturb anything at the scene. Contact your financial institutions to cancel bank cards, credit cards, and checks. An officer will be dispatched as soon as possible. The way they handle this is they are going to call you via a private or blocked number, so just be on the lookout for that after we disconnect here momentarily. And just call us back if anything changes, you have any further information, okay?
Okay, so I obviously don't want to call 911 for this. This is like the non-emergency number that I would call. I just searched non-emergency Alpharetta and didn't really look much into it. Is this the correct number to call for situations like this where it's obviously not a dire emergency, but does that make, this is the number? Okay. Yes. So they'll give me a call on this number that I'm calling you from, correct? Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your help.
No problem. Sorry.
Okay, bye-bye.
13530 Willow Bank Lane. There's going to be a keypad.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kim Bierman?
Yes, it is.
Hey, this is Officer Conaway with the Milton Police Department. How are you, ma'am?
I'm hanging in there. How are you? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. What seems to be going on?
Look, you guys have been here a lot. A whole lot.
Yeah, I noticed that my last report went to TMZ.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, last weekend, a week and a half ago on a Sunday, the moving company was here moving my stuff. I have a court order to remove premarital items out of the home. I'm the only one that has premarital items in the home. So,
I thought
company was here.
I thought the home was already sold several weeks ago.
My house?
Yes. The bank.
2 weeks ago or whatever it was, but we haven't. It's the whole thing. It's not what it got foreclosed on, but it's not going to be that. It's actually being sold to a person for another reason. It's just very confusing. I'm still in the house. Is my point.
Okay.
So they came. This one police officer in particular, who I'm going to come and talk to tomorrow to like his supervisor, because this is like the second time. I just don't understand this behavior at all. But the moving company was here. They had loaded up like 3 or 4 of my items. Corey comes home. He has his own house. In essence, he shouldn't even be here. And he talks to Corey and he tells the moving company to leave. I'm like, I'm going to California tomorrow to work. Last time I went to California to work in the beginning of November, I came home to nothing. He stole all the dressers, mirrors, every pot and pan. We have 3 full kitchens, plates, forks, knives, measuring cups. I mean, everything. The pantry, the pantry, which had like, toaster ovens and crock pots and all these other things. The freezer, everything was cleaned out. Okay. Mm-hmm. My entire storage unit was cleaned out here in the house. My entire cedar closet. all the bullets, the safe, everything was cleaned out. So I knew that me going out of town to work in LA, that this guy would do the same thing. And so he made the moving company leave and told the moving company, and they texted me and the owner and was like, this makes 0 sense. This one, you need to give Croy a list of everything that she's removed before you can ever set foot on this property. Excuse me? I have a court order, and I'm not really sure why you're telling my moving company, this is my property, that they can't come back until they get this list. So he made them leave. So I have to fly out very early the next morning, which is why they were here on a Sunday. And I came home to nothing. Okay? I came home to everything being gone. I live in the nanny suite. I don't have a bed. I don't have a dresser. I don't have a TV. I came home to everything, most of the things being missing. Okay? Well, tonight I realized he's taking my medicine. I just bought my medicine. It's like $700. There's another medicine in there that's like $500. He's cleaning my medicine out of my refrigerator. And that's kind of where I draw the line. Today I realized he's taking all the back. I mean, there's so much money that's been stolen from this property. So when I talked to my attorney, she said, you need to file a police report. This is 2 or 3 days ago. I don't have time for this shit in my life. But when it comes to my medicine that I have to medically have, and it's gone and stolen out of my fridge, I have a problem. So I don't know how to document this. I document it obviously in my notes for court. I'm just not sure at this point how to handle it because I've taken it for so long. And coming out here seems to do no good. Like, he threw me off a ladder, and then we get on the phone with 911, which you can replay. He's calling for my daughter Kai, who witnessed this whole thing. And I said to the operator, he's coercing her. That's why he's calling her. Well, that's what he did. And I don't know if you were here for that night that I'm talking about in particular.
Yes, I was the one that took the report for that.
Great. So the very next morning, I'm in the car, and her brother says to her, why did you lie to the police? And I start to record. And she said, I just did what Dad told me to do. Like, I'm not a liar. And what I didn't show you was my surgery scars that I had on my arm. I had surgery 4 days prior. They were not my abusive scars. They were not scars of him throwing me off a ladder and not bleeding from them. I had plastic surgery scars from a show I just did that I was not willing to share. Not the injuries that I got from the ladder. I had videos of the injuries that I had from the ladder the next morning. But this is the shit I'm talking about that's gone on here. That's a problem for me that I just sat back and let it go to the point where now, like, I don't have what I need.
What is the medicine that was taken?
The audio recordings that I have in the actual, like, situation that went on, like, I'm not doing, I'm just moving on in my life. That's all I want. I want this guy to leave me alone. I want to move on in my life. Like, torture, the following me, the stalking, all of these things are just exhausting. And I mean, my own kids have called the police to protect me. And, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you probably have heard that as well. Like, this is so bad. But at this point, the answer always to me is that you guys are legally married and I can't make you guys. At this point, though, like, this is a problem. You guys have had to try to get my medicine before. And he stands there with the door locked. This was in my own apartment now.
So I don't know anything about that. I just know about.
I know. I don't know who was here or who wasn't, but it was a while ago. I'm just giving you. My medicine is now in my nanny's room where I'm allowed to live, and he's not allowed in ever and at all. I have a court order that says that. So for me to, and he breaks in all the time. But at this point, like, my medicine, I go out of town to do an appearance Friday morning super early. My medicine has to be ordered. This is a problem now. And I texted him, I'm going to press charges. You know, I said, the fact that you took my expensive medicine is out of control. Like, you've gone too far now. It's just, it's every day. It's every day something. I don't know. I feel like this situation's been helpless from the beginning, to be honest with you. And I feel like my hands are always tied. But I also have to have, like, when I went to, I get the jewelry part of it, right? He stole all my jewelry that I've ever owned. Sold it for over $1 million. When I came to the police station, you're still legally married. But once I'm divorced, I can file a report. So, fine, I did that. I left, right? Like, him throwing me off a ladder. Like, that's shocking to me that situation went down the way it did. And then I have proof for something else. And I just continue to let stuff go. But at this point, it's a health thing. So what can I do? And what are my rights in this situation?
First, I need to establish how much the medicines are, what the medicines are.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me grab my other phone because I don't have the app. Yes, I love this phone. I'll tell you if I'm sure he's listening to me right now. I mean, there's cameras everywhere. There's audio. It's just okay. Let me go to.
So this happened in Milton.
Yeah,
at the residence.
My neighborhood's like Milton, Alpharetta, right? Like when
It happened at the residence.
Yes, in my apartment that I have sole right to.
So you have an apartment in the house?
Yeah, I have the nanny's apartment that I've been living in for a year and a half. That's solely mine per the judge. Corey is not allowed in the nanny's room.
And that's where the medicine's kept?
Yes. Right. I'm trying to see how I picked this up. Like, let me just go to this. I hate that I'm even dealing with this shit. Like, this is crazy. Manage. Okay. Office status. You know what? Just call my banks to me or something. And this has to, we have a guardian ad litem involved, and this stuff has to be documented per the guardian ad litem. Like, I need to come to you guys and get every police report, every video, all the stuff from you guys for this. At CVS, CVS.
Okay, so Kim, I need you to break it down for me. What medications were taken?
Gibby gel. Sign this was last 30 days. Okay. Okay, so I picked up KJ's knives and KJ's eye drops. Hydrochloride.
Are you claiming that Croy took it?
100%. Nobody else has been in my home.
Okay. Who all has access to that fridge?
My little kids. When it's like I have it locked, but he breaks in all the time. I mean, I can show you where he gets a wire and he's destroyed the doors. But he breaks in all the time.
Croy or your kids?
Croy
Okay.
does. I've had my kids all day today. Like they don't touch my medicine. Like they never have.
Okay.
I mean, he's grasping at straws because I'm leaving, and so at this point it's just gotten so severe. But it's put me in a pretty shitty bind because I'm leaving, and he knows that. I just paid for it, and I just took care of Christmas, and he doesn't buy a gift or stocking or wrap. He did nothing. Like it's just out of control.
If you don't mind me asking, where are you going?
I have a new house. It's not finished quite yet.
Where is it?
Alpharetta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I've got a case number for you.
Yeah, okay. Hold on 1 second. I need to do this. I'm not sure, like, how do you recommend? I have a whole long list of things. I know that this is a court order. We won't be going to court until February.
Then I would suggest that you take all these reports and everything and you go see a magistrate judge at magistrate court and see if you can get a warrant.
So if I come to you guys, this is my other question, and this is from the guardian item as well, who's hyper aware of the situation and the mental illness and all the good things that not all the bad things, I should say not good things, but all the things that do surround this. Should I call up there and say, hey guys, I need all my police reports, like whatever, and can I come pick them up, or how does that even work?
So you can come to the physical police department location and come to the front office and do it that way. and just request all the case numbers, all the incident reports that are related to your name. Or you can go onto the police website through the city website. I'm pretty sure there's a link on the police department website that has the ability to purchase all of the reports, but I think that's going to cost like $10 or something to do an open records request.
So if I don't have all these case numbers, I have some, but if I don't have all of them, do they just search by last name?
I'm pretty sure they can search them by name.
And then it takes them a little bit to get it together, obviously, right? And then
I don't know. I don't know that process because I've never done that. I've never worked on that side of things in records or anything. But I imagine if they're able to just do it by name, then it's probably in a database and it probably just pulls up everything related to your name.
Okay. Let me get this case number from you just so I can at least, I have been pretty diligent since the Guardian might have told me to make sure I was, but case number, hold on 1 second, this is just so petty. 12/25/24. Okay, go ahead with that.
Case number is 2402218.
2402218.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for your help. Thank you for calling me back. I hope to never talk to you guys the rest of my life. Once I'm out of here, I swear to God, like, this is football. Honestly, I hope to never talk to you guys the rest of my life. I never had to talk to you guys in my life until the last year and a half, and so I hope to never talk to you again after this.
Well, if you do, I hope it's under different circumstances.
Yeah. Right. I appreciate your help. Thank you for your time. I hope you had a great holiday. I know you're working. Hopefully earlier today you had a great holiday. And have a happy new year. Hopefully I won't see you before then.
You as well, Kim Bierman.
All right. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You have reached Alpharetta Emergency Call Center non-emergency line. All of our call takers are busy processing other calls. Please stay on the line. Your call will be answered as soon as possible. If you do not wish to wait in the queue, please feel free to disconnect and call back at a later time.
No.
Alpharetta Mountain Police and Fire.
Hi. My name is guard at the manor, and we have a resident here that has a vicious dog. I've tried calling animal control. It is out in the road, and there are little kids, like 4 years old, that is trying to chase after. And the HOA told me to call you guys, so that's me doing it.
Okay. And what's the address?
3140 Manor 31. Bridge Drive.
Okay.
I think you guys have been out here before.
Yeah. What's the phone number you're calling from? Okay, I do see that. And I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Marksman Security.
Okay. Okay, give me just a moment. I'm going to get this ready for a call for a loose, aggressive animal.
Yes, very. I guess it's a 150-pound Rottweiler is what I'm being told.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm new here, but apparently I'm hearing it's been issued before.
Okay. Okay, and are you at that location now?
I work here. I'm at the security house, or guard shack. I'm a security guard.
Okay. I'm just updating on what you've already told me. Where is the dog now?
I just got off the phone with another resident, and it was running in the street on Manor Drive, the street name that I just gave you.
Okay.
and I guess they have gates on their driveway, but their gates are wide open, so I guess the dog's just free for all.
Got it. And I need to get the dog's description. I understand. How big is he?
They said it was about 150-pound Rottweiler.
Okay, and do you know what it looks like?
I do not.
Okay. All right. You are not there to see the dog. Okay. If anybody calls you, just tell them not to approach any unfamiliar, injured, or sick-appearing animal. If it's safe to do so, I know that you're in the guard shack, but keep bystanders away from the area. An officer will be dispatched as soon as possible. Call us back if anything changes, if you have further information, or if the dog gets caught. And do you want our officers to meet you at the guard shack?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. All right, thank you so much.
They have to get to me before they can even go in.
Got it. Got it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome. No problem. Bye-bye.
All right, that's everything. So while I'm busy buying all this body cam video, requesting random FOIAs, so many crime cases, unfortunately. And for those of you following the Madeline Soto case, Stephen Stearns, her alleged murderer, I'm waiting on some snail mail documents from Florida about his TBI lawsuit. So I spent time, paid for that too. Thankfully, it wasn't as much as I thought. I was like, oh my goodness, how much is this going to be? Because they couldn't even give me an estimate. Let's close with Revelation 3:20 through 22. Behold, I stand at the door of the church and continually knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with him, restore him. I like when some versions say, I will come in and sup with him, and he with me. He who overcomes the world through believing that Jesus is the Son of God, I will grant to him the privilege to sit beside me on my throne, as I also overcame and sat down beside my Father on his throne. He who has an ear, let him hear and heed what the Spirit says to the churches. Stay tuned because yes, I've put in more body cam requests for Kim Zolciak. I will probably put in more for Karen Huger since we got a whole month until her sentencing. I wonder how much time she'll get. She could get up to 2 years if memory serves. And of course, FOIAs in the Stephen Stern case and many other cases where it's like, I don't know, there's a missing persons case. There's a realtor who lost her life. Unfortunately, there's just so many, way too many cases to cover. So I just have to select which ones I'm able to get more valid information for. Thank you so much for watching all of this. As always, watch the whole Karen Huger video down below and take care.